So what's up mga ka-ABM? Welcome to my vlog. So today, what I'm going to discuss is all about ratio and proportion. Ratio and proportion. So first thing we need to do is to know the definition of ratio and proportion. What is ratio? In certain situations, the comparison of two quantities by the method of division is very efficient. We can say that the comparison or simplified form of two quantities of the same kind is referred to as ratio. This relation gives us how many times one quantity is equal to the other quantity. In simple words, the ratio is the number which can be used to express one quantity as a fraction of other ones. The two numbers in a ratio can only be compared when they have the same unit. We make use of ratios to compare two things. The sign used to denote a ratio is like this. A ratio can be written as a fraction, let's say 2/5 or 2/5, or can be represented by using 2 as 2 to 5. We happen to see various comparisons or say ratios in our daily life. So the next is, what is proportion? Ratio and proportions are said to be faces of the same coin. When two ratios are equal in value, then they are said to be in proportion. In simple words, it compares two ratios. Proportions are denoted by the symbol like this or equals. How do we solve proportions? Continued proportions is considered two ratios to be able A to B and C to D. Then in order to find the continued proportion for the two given ratio terms, we convert the means to a single term or number. This would in general be the LCM of B and C will be BC. Thus, multiplying the first ratio by C and second ratio by B, we have first ratio CA over BC, second ratio BC to BD. Thus, continued proportion can be written in the form of CA to BC to BD. Now, let us learn the ratio and proportion formula. The maths ratio and proportion formulas assume that we have two quantities or two numbers or two entities, and we have to find the ratio of these two. Then the formula for ratio is defined as A to B or A and B, where A and B could be any two quantities. Here A is called the first term or antecedent, and B is called the second term or consequent. Now, let us assume that in proportion, the two ratios are A to B and C to B. The two terms B and C are called means or mean, whereas the terms D and A are called extremes or extreme terms. A and B equals to C and D. A to B equals to C to D. Now, let us know the purpose application. In math, ratio and proportions are one of the most essential concepts. The concept of ratio defines us to compare two quantities, while the proportion is an equation which shows that two ratios are equivalent. Hence, it is easy to calculate the ratio of the given proportion. Suppose A and B are two different numbers or integers. Then, the ratio of these two integers can be represented as A and B or A to B. Whereas, the proportion on the other hand is the relation between two ratios such as A to B equals to C to D or A and B equals to C and D, where A, B, and C and B are integers. So for example, word problem. Out of the total students in a class, if the number of boys is 5 and the number of girls is being 3, then find the ratio between girls and boys. So here's the solution. The ratio between girls and boys can be written as 3 is equals to 5 or 3 to 5, which is girls to boys. The ratio can also be written in the form of factor like 3/5 or 3/5. So that's it guys. Thanks for watching. So that's all guys. Hope that you learned something about my vlog. See you next time!